it's Gwyneth and welcome to part 3, the final part of my makeup collection slash declutter. I believe today is foundations, primers, concealers, and eyeshadow palettes. So love looking at eyeshadow palettes. I think this is definitely the shortest video of this 3-part series. So yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and I also hope you enjoy this last part. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Next drawer is my foundation drawer and primer and concealer. So starting right over here, this is all primers, and I have 2 samples. I have a medium-sized sample, the Smashbox Photo Finish, and this small one. I'm currently trying to use up this one. And then I have this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense primer from Hard Candy is the brand that is sold at Walmart. I have this Bare Minerals Prime Time primer. I like this, I just don't care for the smell that much. Moving on, this is also more primers. I have this AOA Studio Wonder Skin, and I actually really like this. It's very similar to this, the Smashbox one, because it just has a lot of silicone, but I like this because it's very tacky, so that just kind of makes your foundation stick more and stay in place longer. I love this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I only had the primer water. I had the sample. I would need to buy try to get my hands on the whole thing. I also have the Smashbox Primer Oil, so I've tried out a lot of their primers from that line. And the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Primer. This is just another silicone primer. The Magic Lumi from L'Oreal. I really like this because, one, it makes your skin more dewy, but I also like to mix it in with darker foundations to lighten it if I'm too pale. And then, of course, the Porefessionals by Benefit. Love this. This actually probably will be passing on. It's a Stila One-Step Bronzage, and I think my skin is just too pale for this. It comes off a little too orange. Onto this drawer right here. This actually shouldn't be in here. It's just my e.l.f. lip scrub, that coconut one I just got. I just didn't really know where to put it, so I need to put it in the bottom of my beauty drawer. But these are all sprays. So I have the Ulta Beauty Spray, the matte makeup setting spray. Then I have this Milani Make It Last. This is a prime and correct spray. The Urban Decay All Nighter spray. And then I have what I just got, this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And again, this is another lip product that shouldn't be in here. This is a lip remover, so I really need to put this in the bottom as well. Section right here is all of my concealers. Now I don't usually color correct. The only colored concealer I have is this one from LA Girl, the Pro Concealer. I also have the regular LA Girl Pro Concealer. I love this concealer, definitely recommend. I have a sample of the Urban Decay Naked Skin, Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and I am in the shade Light Ivory. Then I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair Claire. My favorite Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm in a Light Medium Honey. Also really enjoy this Too Faced Born This Way Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light. I like this too. It's this Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light Medium. Moving over here, this is another container I made myself, and I love, this is my favorite part because they're individual squares, and so all my foundations stand up straight. So I tried to keep drugstore here and high-end in the back. So starting with the front, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 102. And then I have the Ready Set Gorgeous in the shade 210. Then back here I have the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation in the shade Buff. Then this one is the Matte and Poreless, Maybelline Matte and Poreless in 320. And then the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth in 310. Then we move on to the Milani Correct and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I am in the shade Warm Beige 05. I could probably go lighter. This is usually when I'm more tan. Just also a little note is these oxidize pretty strongly, so you probably want to go lighter than you'd expect with this. Then I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I didn't care for this much when I got it, but the more I wear it, the more I'm enjoying it. It's just very sticky and tacky, so you really have to set it and use a bunch of powder. And that I also don't like as well because my face looks cakey. But I use Coty Airspun and that doesn't get too powdery, so it looks nice together. Then I have the Stila Illuminating Liquid Foundation. This is the first video on my channel. It's about this foundation. I have the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream in the shade Fair. This is literally like white BB cream, but I use it to lighten foundations. Then I have the e.l.f. BB Cream. It has 20 SPF and it's pretty nice. I've used it only a few times because usually if I'm out in the sun or doing like water, you know, like out on the lake or anything, I don't wear any makeup, so I've only used it a few times. Back here I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin BB Cream in the shade Medium. I have the sample of the Smashbox BB Cream and this has 35 SPF. Anastasia Stick Foundation in the shade Warm Natural. Then I have these two foundations I'm going to get rid of. They were just ones I picked up in that dollar haul and I'm just not even going to bother with those. They're not open. I think I swatched this, but I'm not even going to bother because most products from that were a flop. I just picked this up, haven't tried it out yet. It's the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And lastly back here we have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation and I am in the shade Light Neutral. And now on to the eyeshadow drawer. These are my palettes. Some of these aren't eyeshadow palettes, so hopefully with all this cleaning I can get them out of here. They just take up a lot of space, so I put them with palettes. So let's start on this side. I have the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette. Really do like this palette. It will be keeping. Then I have this Lorac Tails and Top Hats. I really do enjoy this palette as well. Moving into this, I have this one I'm going to be giving away. It's a Real Her Do Your Squats shadow palette. It's the 2 of the 3 that they gave out in the BoxyCharm. I just wasn't too impressed with the eyeshadow, so I'm just going to get rid of this. Then I've received 2 of these in BoxyCharms just throughout a few months, and I love this brand. It's Studio on the Go. This one is the Warm Up palette, which is my favorite just because I like more warm tone. And then the Cool Down palette, which is gorgeous as well and great quality. I've used it a few times, but I definitely pull towards the warm tone more, but I still like that palette. Then I have the Kylie Cosmetics Holiday Edition, or Holiday palette, whatever she calls them, Eyeshadow. But yeah, that was really nice. Then I have these 2 palettes from the Balm. Which one was first? Maybe Meet Matrimony was the one they released first. And then they have the Meet Matte Nude. Both of these are amazing quality. I love them. Then I have this Ulta palette. Beautiful colors. I think I have yet to use this, so I need to pull it so I can use it and get an opinion. Here I have my 2 Urban Decay palettes, the Naked Smoky Eye. Let's not blind y'all. Naked Smoky Eye. I have the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. This was my first palette I ever bought, high-end, and love this palette so much. It's a very special place in my heart. Next palette, I'm actually probably going to give it to my friend Bailey. I didn't care too much for this palette. The quality is okay, but I just don't reach for it. Actually, the only time I used it was to do her prom makeup, and she loved it, and this is definitely her style, so I think I'm going to pass this palette off to her. It came in a BoxyCharm, so I'm going to give that to her because that palette will get more love if she has it than I do. Then I have my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Obsessed with this, definitely keeping. Then we get into my Kat Von D collection. Kat Von D Interstellar palette, which I love. And then I have this Kat Von D Monarch palette. Beautiful purples in there. And then, of course, what y'all have seen me use a million times, my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Then we move on to the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. Really beautiful layout. I actually got this on sale because it was after that whole Gwen Stefani line. I have this Z palette. These are all Ofra shadows. This is the Ofra palette as well. And then these are 2 Makeup Geek shadows, I believe. This I will be getting rid of. It's the Balm's Eye palette. I just didn't really care for it, and the quality wasn't that great, which bums me out because I really liked these from the Balm. So I was very sad when this wasn't the same quality. Maybe I got a dud, but I'm going to be passing this. Then I'm going to move on to this, which of course I'm going to be keeping. It's actually a highlight palette. My sister Callie got me for my birthday or graduation. They're all kind of around the same time, so I don't know which one was supposed to be for it, but definitely keeping this. This, I don't know if I'll be keeping. I'm going to keep it for a video because it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Naked Urban Decay, so I'm going to try it and see if it's a dupe. So if it's not, obviously I'm going to toss it if it's not good. But if it is good, then I may give it to someone else just because I already have the Urban Decay. So that won't be in my collection too much longer. This I love. It's the Benefit Cheek Parade palette. Y'all saw my whole video on this, hopefully. I really love this palette, but I don't have room for it up there, so it sticks down here and doesn't get too much love. So I need to find a new home for that. We have palettes on this side. We have this Blink palette that just came in BoxyCharm. It is beautiful. I really, really like the shadows in this. Then we have this concealer palette that came in BoxyCharm. And I'm going to be honest, since it's been down here, it hasn't gotten much love, so I need to move this out. I have this Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. I really like this. It is a bit on the drying side, but nothing you can't work with. Tarte's Pro palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. The colors are just gorgeous. I love it. Laura Lee palette now. Her Violet Voss Laura Lee collaboration. The packaging gets pretty dirty, but I still love the packaging. You can see that I really dig into these shadows a lot. I love this palette. She also signed a card and sent it out with that. So that was pretty cool. Lastly, we have these palettes right here. I have the Urban Decay Vice Reloaded palette. Another Vice palette right here from Urban Decay. And this Alice Through the Looking Glass palette, which is gorgeous as well. And then lastly, I have these two Morphe palettes right there. And this one is the 35T, and the other one I just showed was the 35W, but this right here is the T. Personally, I like the T a little better. It's more my colors. Alright guys, and I'm not going to go into this bottom drawer because it's actually just beauty stuff that I need to go through and fix, but I'm not going to get into that because it's not makeup and this video is already getting pretty long. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this makeup collection / declutter, and just be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!